How did you like the class? Very informative. I learned a lot.
Not only was it informative, but it was told in a very interesting way.
Yes. Are you taking a number of? These aren't your first classes, are they? Today, Have you been participating? Oh, these are your first classes today?
Not me. I've been here for years.
Okay.
Oh, I was here last year, but I didn't come to this full session.
How did you find out about lyric?
From people who live in the world.
Yeah. Great. It's a nice group. Very big group.
Very big group.
I'm amazed at the number of people come out of the world.
As a matter of fact, I'm a golfer. I gave up October because that's when it begins.
Oh.
October is a good time to play golf.
Well, it must be good to give up golf. That's great. Hi. Hi. How are you?
Okay.
Can I ask you how long you've been participating in lyric?
Since 1995, and I had a chair in hospitality for 13 of those years.
Oh, really? I can see why you were the chair of
I
hospitality.
just gave it up this summer for health reasons and give somebody else a break.
Okay.
I love it.
Great.
I really do. It offers everything for people who are retired and are not couch potatoes.
Right.
And that kind of thing. And you're with your kid.
And you're stimulating your mind at the same time.
And 99.9% of everybody is top shelf. Top shelf. They really get along. They try to get along. They're giving. They're giving of themselves.
And it raises the bar for everyone, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's great. Great. Love to. I'm an Iona graduate.
Are you?
Yeah. So.
My son is also with a master's there, and I have a grandson teaching.
No kidding. Really? What's your last name?
Cousins.
Cousins. Okay.
Yeah,
Very
and
cousins.
he's teaching, young.
Right. Very good.
Yeah, and he's also athletic director.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Oh, that's great. So you're real Iona family.
Yes, we are.
Very good. Nice to talk to you. Thank you.
Bye.
Your next photo shot.
Jean, hi. Good to see you.
How are you?
How are you?
He
Good. You
said he
look
knows
great.
you.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, Jean. Great to see you. You look wonderful. Yeah, that's great. Excellent. So many people have told. Oh, that would be great. That's great. Okay.
Wait a minute.
How do you like participating in lyric?
I mean, to sit here and get all that information.
Right. Isn't it amazing?
And it seems to be growing.
Yeah. Hi, how are you? I'm Frank.
This is Frank.
Oh, hi. How are you, Barbara? Nice to meet you. How are you, Barbara?
I'm great.
Very good. Very good. It was a great meeting, Frank. Did you bring?
No,
He's got it. Okay, great. Yeah, I'm going to have it.
Did your daughter come with you?
No, she didn't come. She was up real late last night. She couldn't sleep. So when I left this morning, she was sleeping, and I didn't wake her.
You young ones do that.
Yeah.
Tell them you want your lunch.
Yeah, no, that's okay. It's okay. I want to get a few shots anyway.
This is a good time to
Yeah.
which was my suggestion.
That's a good
milling
suggestion.
around. Okay.
Very good suggestion. Thanks, Barbara. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, that's great.
Jean, can you just say a few words about participating as an instructor or as a presenter?
It's one of our favorites.
As a presenter here, I would say that this is the greatest audience I've ever had, and I taught for 34 years. So they're quiet during the presentation. They ask very intelligent questions, and they're warm people who welcome everybody in. And if you want a really great group to belong to, this is it.
and we all love her. That's
Great, thanks.
That's the trace.
What are some of the topics that you've talked on or
The
presented?
history of early Rome, the history of Spain, haunted literature, dialects, history of the English language, an analysis of vocabulary, and the food of early Rome.
Wow, wonderful. What a selection. That's great. And you spend time in preparing your presentation?
Oh, yes.
Do you use slides like she used?
No, I'm afraid of machinery.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It always breaks down when I try to use it, so I get nervous with it. So, but this is a great group, it really is.
Very good. I'm so glad I was able to, that I came today and sample this.
Oh, it's so
I mean, for years you've been telling me about your participation. It's great.
It's a great group, great place.
Very good. Thank you. Jean Fusati. Thank you, Jean.
I'm going to go home now, so
Oh, okay.
it's about 11.
Okay. Great seeing you. Wonderful presentation, Phyllis.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was great.
I wasn't aware that you're doing this whole thing. I would have been better prepared.
Oh, you were very well prepared. It came off really, really well.
Well, can I get a copy from you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I wish you'd been here last week, because last week was good.
Oh, okay.
It was on looting of antiquities.
Oh, really?
And that is so nice.
Oh, well, if you ever did that again, maybe I'll be back to video. You know, looting of antiquities. Would you ever be giving that again, that talk, or no?
I don't know.
Okay, well, maybe you'll get a demand for it. Yes, I do. Can I just ask you two quickly how you got involved in LIRIC, or how you found out about the
A friend
classes?
of ours was an author. Oh, I'm sorry. A friend of ours.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you push.
Ann and Jean Miglio.
Niglio? Okay. Hi, Jean. How are you?
She was an officer, and she told us about it. We came and we got involved in committees, and so I'm on the Humanities Committee and the Social Science Committee, and Jean is a general gopher. Right. And we love it. It's the greatest thing. It's made, I think, you know, it's a necessary thing in our lives.
It's a gem in the community. It seems something this is my first time in the classes. I know some of the presenters, but it was the first time I've sampled them. They're excellent.
Yeah.
The courses are excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. And the interchange among everyone.
Yes.
Enjoying
it's
a
nice
good time.
Everybody's friendly.
How long have you been involved?
About 3 or 4 years now.
Oh, that's great.
And you know, the courses always change. So for years we used to audit classes at SUNY, but they keep repeating the same courses, and we had covered all So we love it.
Got burnt? No.
And you know, they have luncheons and trips.
Great. Thank you very much. Thanks. Enjoy your lunch. Excuse me, can I ask you two how you got involved in LIRIC, and to say a few...
Recommendation.
Okay, from friends?
Yes, yes. Yes.
How long ago?
Recommended it to me.
Oh, hi, how are you?
This is my 3rd year.
3rd year.
And why I joined is because I was working and my boss sold the business and I had no job. I said, I have to keep busy.
Right.
I called her because I knew she was coming, you know, doing this. And that's how I signed up. And I've enjoyed it tremendously.
Oh, that's great. You know, as I was listening to the presentation, I was thinking of my mother-in-law. When we finally are able to convince her to come up from Florida, she'll absolutely love getting involved in this group.
There's another organization too.
To stay involved, you know,
Is she going to go back?
yeah, I think move up here from Florida, yeah. and
busy.
yeah, to keep her
There's
busy.
another organization called Upper Class that started because grandmother came up, they moved up here and she didn't know anybody and she loved to do things and didn't have anything to do, so they do these trips, these day
Oh,
trips.
I see.
I think that's a fairly broad.
Yeah, and that has really taken off for seniors that want to go when they
Right. Wow, great idea.
they're
This
taking care of us old people that are living much longer than we used to.
That is still,
and want to stay vibrant and
yeah, well, I still work. So, yeah. No, there aren't that many things up here. This is one of the better things as far as, continuing the source of knowledge and
Right.
becoming interested in many subjects. They do cover a lot of subjects. And some of the courses I feel have been really interesting.
very good.
A lot of them are given by people that volunteer to do it.
They're all volunteers.
Yes, they're all
Nobody gets
volunteers.
paid.
Not all. Sometimes they have people from Iona that come and give the lectures.
I don't think they get paid.
I don't think they get paid. But when I
Right.
meant volunteers, I meant not people that are teachers.
Yes, right.
Oh, no, but these are all professional people who
Right.
are knowledgeable about what they're talking about, and they volunteer their time.
Right. Well, thank you very much. I have my own business. I do write for some of the local newspapers, but we're going to use some of these video clips in helping get the message out about LIRIC. And so people also who are members can share the video clips with people they know on the internet.
It'd be nice to get it in Westchester or in town or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yes,
right?
I'm going to try to do that. Yes.
Each time I go there now.
Thank you. Thanks. Hi. Oh, I didn't get you before, right?
I don't want to be there.
Oh, please.
No, I don't like it. How are you?
Oh, good.
How are you?
Hi. Can you? Good. How are you?
Nice
Frank.
to meet you.
Frank Sisco.
Yeah, Frank, pleasure.
Hi.
Milton.
What's your name?
Milton.
Milton. Milton Zwart.
You pronounced it correctly right off the bat.
Can you give me a few comments about your participation?
This is my best friend in here.
It's Aaron.
His worst friends are.
He wouldn't dare come near me if my wife was with me.
How long have you been participating?
Well, it's been a spotty relationship because of age and interfering things.
I see.
But I do know that when it first started, I think at that time I was auditing courses at Iona. And I knew all about it because my sister-in-law became a member.
Okay.
And she kept me up on what was happening.
Oh.
And she said, why don't you join? I said, I will. Another year. And I was able to join, and I did. Unfortunately, most of the time, I didn't get here. But when I could,
Illness or
I
something
always
like
came.
that? I see.
And without a doubt, it's a marvelous organization. Absolutely marvelous.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah. I couldn't praise it enough because we're fortunate that the people who volunteer and run the organization have people that they know and they bring in all these wonderful people. Well, you were here for this one. I missed the first one because of intervening things.
Right.
And once I heard this lady, a revelation. I mean, I keep up on those type of things as everybody does.
Right.
But I'm
But
not.
to have it all condensed like that in an hour, to have all that information can body
It was
that.
really wonderful.
Right.
I'm looking forward
Wonderful.
to the other two. I missed the first one.
The first one was great. There were two classes, a writing workshop and also drawing.
Yeah, well,
very good.
talking about the first.
Oh, the first in this
Yeah.
series. Oh, last week's. Yeah.
And I can't get up that early. If I do, I don't make it anyway. So,
Right.
The earlier one I'm out of luck.
Right. Well, glad to see you here. Nice to meet you.
It was very nice of you to volunteer to take the phone.
Yes.
I hope it'll be a big success.
I think it'll be very good and help promote the message of lyric, to more people.
Yeah.
Even.
Oh, I'm sure anybody here.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they just came or they have been coming.
Right.
Because the first impression is just as good.
Right. Great. Thank you very much. Thank you. Nice talking to you.
I figured I'd tell you.
Going all the way around and then back home again. It was,
that must have been
we
fantastic.
talked her into having it again.
Oh, really?
We had about 2 or 3 years ago. It was real beautiful.
Do you mind if I record you talking about another trip?
You don't record me. Have your lunch.
No? Okay. Now,
Hold that up, Dorothy.
I'm not going to ask about videotaping any of the samples. Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
Victoria's Secret? Are you going to give us a fashion show, Dorothy?
No, I'm not.
Have to sit?
Fun. Yeah.
What do you want me to say? Oh my goodness, I'll tell you what to say. You tell me what to say?
Thank you, so.
It's a very common Sicilian.
Yeah. Okay. My last name is Sisco.
Right.
Calabrese.
Oh, this is Sicilian.
Just the real thing. Maybe get a little. Because you're Sicilian too. Oh, well, your husband was Sicilian, right?
She'll like it by osmosis. That's yours. We're associating that with you. We're very serious.
even a little. Well, let's see. I want to be.
Now, what do you
Okay, I want to get the two of you together. You're gonna have to get a little closer, darling. Okay, great. Now,
Like Christmas.
Frank Mohalley was telling me that one of the key advantages of the lyric program are the trips that people take together.
You better not tell the presenters that.
Well, I didn't say the better part. I said one of.
Okay.
One of the two.
Well, they call us special events.
Special events. Tell me about, maybe each of you, tell about a recent special event. Where you went, how the people liked it.
Well, one thing about it, everybody likes our trips. No matter where we go, they're always overbooked. And so this year we did West Point trip, and they all loved it, even though the weather was not so 100%. We went down to the Met.
So the West Point trip, you went on a cruise trip?
We drove up to, what was it, Haverstraw, and then they picked us, the bus picks us up at Iona right here.
Right.
And we went up to Haverstraw, and we met the boat, and the boat took us up to West Point.
Now on the bus ride up, were people singing 100 bottles of beer on the wall or any of that?
They were either sleeping or talking.
Okay. And then on the cruise ship then...
Well, there was a narrator.
Oh, that was great.
History of the Hudson River. Then we went up to the Thayer Inn for our lunch, which was a buffet lunch, which everybody enjoyed. And then we had a tour of the West Point. That was one of the trips. The other trip was a trip up to Goodspeed up in East Haddam, Connecticut. And we saw 1776. And that was another first. Disappointed because a lot of people, were not able to get on the bus because we cut it off at about 53 or so. And then the last trip was in December. We went to the Metropolitan Museum of Art for a lecture by Barry Lewis, who is the historian for Channel 13. And then we were on our own to see the tree or whatever we wanted to see. That was this past year.
And then came back also by bus?
Yes, the bus. And we drop our cars here, the bus takes us back there.
Okay. And during the trips, Dorothy, someone's snapping photos or are they?
Usually Frank,
But not on the bus.
Oh, Frank takes pictures for everything.
Right.
He's very good at it.
You must get a lot of feedback from members saying how much they probably continue to take another trip or participate in another event.
Well, I think
right?
the members are usually very enthusiastic because not only are they learning something, they try to coordinate the trips with the classes, but it's also a social occasion. We have a chance to really talk to people and get to know them in a more relaxed situation.
Right.
Well, as soon as the trips are over, we want to know what the next trips are going to be. We don't know yet.
Wow.
We have to work on it.
Now, is the trip part of the membership fee? How does that work? It's an extra fee.
No, the only thing, there's a membership fee that covers the whole year. You can take as many classes as you like. The only thing that we charge extra for are the semi-annual lunches and the trips. And that we do charge a fee because we have to pay for it.
Okay. And what is the fee for the special events, for the trips?
Well, it varies according to the trip. For instance, when we went to Good Speed Opera, there was a charge for the tickets. We have to pay that.
Right.
And then there's a charge for the bus. And that depends on how far you're going, how long you're going to be away.
I see.
And so it varies.
But is it usual for under $100 or?
Yeah, we're cheaper than a lot of the adult ed trips and the upper class trips.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're generally, like I just got something from the Botanical Garden yesterday, and every one of their trips is $125.
I see.
You know,
Okay.
they're going to the Philadelphia Flower Show, Arthur Avenue, whatever.
Well, we're a non-profit group, so we don't put a profit on it. And most of these other groups do.
And then, of course, their fundraiser, like Botanical Garden would be a fundraiser, so I guess a portion of that $125 would be going to the Botanical Garden.
What about accommodations? I notice really remarkably that almost everyone here is not only vibrant intellectually but also physically. I didn't see anyone having a problem. I didn't see people with walkers or any problem. But you have had some, and are there accommodations for those people if they want to participate in the trip?
Contract for a bus. I always ask for what they call a kneeling bus, so that makes it easier to board the bus.
I see. Okay.
Because we do have members with canes, and we've had a few in wheelchairs.
Okay. So if there's a tour of some facility, for instance, when you were at West Point, if someone had a cane, would they have been able to keep up with the group?
Yes, they would help them boarding the boat.
Right.
And then we were on and off the bus. We weren't walking through West Point, and they brought us to different. And then sometimes, if somebody tends to be a little tired, they'll just say, "Well, I'm going to sit in the bus," and wait until everybody comes back. And that's the other thing they do too.
I mean, I don't know if it's possible to do it, but I would like to go on one of the trips and videotape one of the trips in the future. We'd have to plan it and think about it, and then take the video and break it down into clips and put it up on the internet so people could contact their daughter or cousin or sister or brother and say, "I was on a trip last week. If you go to the internet, here's the trip," or I'll send you a DVD about it, or be able to revisit it, You think it's an idea?
We could let you know when the trips are, and then you can plan yourself what you think is appropriate for
Right. That could be a good way to relive the experience and share it with other people. Yeah, because no one is videotaping these trips now, right?
No. Well, Frank said he's not videotaping.
We also have Larry Burney's been doing the videos.
But we don't shown. We don't see.
You don't
he does
see
it for himself.
For himself. Well, maybe I could ask him if he wanted to. I might be able to take use his video clips and make something more of it to be able to be shared.
That's an idea.
Just an idea. Well, so you can't share the secret on where you're going, where the next trips are.
If we could, we would.
Yeah.
But
nothing has been confirmed yet by the group.
Okay, great. Well, thanks very much.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
for sharing that information. Thank you. God, I know.
Name works.
That's great.
You know how I hate this, right?
So, Linda Wetzel,
Yes.
Curriculum Committee.
Yes.
Excellent class.
Was it
This
a
was
good
really,
class, the
really
archaeology?
great,
Good.
great, and also the writing and the writing workshop and
Yes.
the drawing.
Oh, I'm so
Excellent.
pleased. Well, I figured you would feel totally comfortable because Irene was running that class, and I know you said you knew her and you loved her.
Yeah, it was fabulous.
Yeah.
And she did give constructive remarks, and everyone received them very well.
That's great.
And she has a really wonderful style, and everyone participated in a very engaged way. You know,
That's the way
they
it
were
should be in
real,
writing
right?
class.
Exactly.
Well, and they know one another. I mean, these people meet even when there's not a class. You know, they have their own class somewhere else.
So how do you vet the classes? How do
We
you
don't vet
screen?
them beforehand
Oh, you don't?
at all.
How do you?
People are willing to do something. We ask them. We tell them these are the guidelines. This is what we would like you to do. We're doing a lecture series, for instance, this fall called Impact on America. And basically, what I said to people was, look, what I need you to do is to select a person or an event or a movement in your discipline, because it's mostly Iona professors. And I want you to talk about the impact on America of that particular person or movement. And that's about all we do. Sometimes we know. I mean, if we've had fabulous speakers in the past,
Right.
you ask them back, you rely on them.
Right.
You have to take a chance. If somebody says, you know, I wouldn't mind doing such and such a thing, you let them do it. And if it doesn't work out, then you just don't invite them back again.
Right.
But
That's great. That openness brings in a lot of diversity.
Participation too. The hardest thing, we don't offer honoraria, so nobody gets paid to give any of these classes or even to give a single lecture. So we do rely on the kindness of strangers sometimes, and you certainly are never going to turn somebody down who says, yeah, sure, I'd be happy to try it. We had one guy from Ursuline College, David Gantz, who I adore. He's turned out to be a next-door neighbor of the chair of the Humanities Subcommittee. And I said, I know David. I was doing some writing over at Ursuline College a while ago, and I met him there. Anyway, he came to give one lecture when we were doing our series on, what was it? The Age of Reason. And he talked, he was a philosopher.
Thomas Paine?
He talked about John Locke and how what he had to say had an impact on the founding of America. And then he came back last semester and he did just one lecture on atheism, existentialism, and deism. And he liked us so much. He said, could I come back? I'll be happy to do the Socratic dialogues. And he gave me the title of what books. And so you may enjoy us because we are engaged.
Right.
You know, we're very different from a normal student body.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
I think it makes a big difference.
Great. Thanks very much. Okay. Oh, you're on.
I'm presenting.
Okay. Yes.
I'm going to make that announcement.
How are you?